Jessie B Scrapbooking back with another process video. This one is for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life and round 10, and today is day 20, and I'm going to be doing this sketch here by Sherry Rubini. Yeah. And it's a very, very, very pretty sketch. I'm going to be using these two pictures of myself. My daughter took these pictures of me back in, I think it was 2021. And yeah, so I think that this sketch will work perfect for these pictures. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to pick this really pretty pattern paper as my background. I don't want, since my paper is only 8.5 by 11, I'm not going to be able to have that border all the way around. So I am going to cut the border off on the two sides to make it the 8.5, and then a little bit on one of the ends. I guess I do both ends. And just a tiny bit on that one. And that gives me just a top and bottom border of this really pretty stripe. I will use one of the pieces I cut off as a stripe for the inside behind the pictures. And then I'm just going to cut out a whole bunch of the different pattern papers from this paper pad to make the little banners that are in the background in this sketch. And so I play with these quite a bit. I don't cut the pictures down. I don't think. If I do, it's very little. So there's actually not a lot of these stripes that are going to show. It's just a tiny bit on each side. But I think it turns out really pretty. So here I am trying to decide exactly what I want to do. I did decide I needed to bring in more pattern behind the picture. I wanted a little bit different pattern than I had, and so I'm actually going to use a piece of washi, and I put it onto a piece of white cardstock so that it's I can move it around and it isn't so see-through. So I did two different washis in the greens because I just didn't have enough of the paper in the greens. And okay, I was wrong. I did three. I did this. I actually made this layout over a month ago. And yeah, just now getting around to doing the voiceover on it. So yeah, it's going to be a little interesting in the voiceover because I'm not exactly sure what I did at the time. Alright, so I'm cutting all of these stripes or paper pieces down to size. This one here was short. Well, it wasn't too short, but I wanted that flower print on both sides, sticking out on both sides. And if I'd cut it just straight down, it would have had blue, just plain blue on one side. So I just changed it because you're not going to see the center anyway, because that's where the pictures are. And then I do believe I bring in a bigger, wider piece actually that I'm going to put in the middle, just like in the sketch. So I'll get those here down here in just a sec. Yeah, here's, I think, the wider piece. I am going to put another washi tape as well because I want to bring in a little bit more of that gold and pink. And I thought it's a clear gold washi over top of that pattern was really pretty. So adding that in. And here I've already stuck a lot of them down, and I'm just kind of moving to bring in this tiny bit wider piece, and it's not a whole lot wider, it's just a little bit. And then I do a fishtail banner on it. And I do decide to ink it up with the green just so you can see it a little bit better once it's um, on that pink background. And all my stripes are now adhered down. I use this bigger piece of pattern paper as my mat, and it just helps you don't really see what it is, but I love the pattern right against the picture, but I didn't want the pattern to be against the other patterns, so I'm just going in with this yellow uh, as a solid to give the picture a little bit more definition between the stripes in the background and the picture, so it stands out just a little bit more. I do that exact same thing to both pictures, and now I'm going to get them pretty much stuck down like this. I decide to pop up one of the pictures on with some fun foam, and I don't think I pop up both. I think I only do one of them. And there you go. I went into my fussy cutting bags of florals, and I picked out these really pretty yellow daisies, and then some of these um, I think they're like pansies or something. Anyways, these other flowers, and these both I believe came from papers from the same paper pad. But I fussy cut them out a long time ago and just have them in this bag here, so I can pull them out whenever I want to use them. And I do grab a couple roses just to stick in, and I'm just going to do these 2 embellishment clusters on each of the corners, kind of like they have in the sketch. And so I'm going to keep that pretty much the same. My pictures do take up a whole lot more room on the layout just because of the size of the layout and the size of the pictures. I use liquid adhesive and ATG on the back of the one picture just because of the fun foam. The fun foam doesn't always stick with just an ATG, so I like that to use the liquid glue, but the liquid glue doesn't adhere instantly, so that's why I like to use the ATG, because you get the best of both worlds with instant sticking and then permanent. I'm just building up my 2 clusters now, and I'm liking how they are turning out. I think I pop up, yeah, some of the flowers on some fun foam, and then the rest I'm just adhering straight down. I do decide to come in with another washi tape. I felt like this had too big of a empty spot between these 2 pieces of paper, so I'm just coming in with real thin washi tape and add that in for another stripe. And yeah, so I'm thinking it's looking good. I will pick my title out of these vellum titles here, and yeah, I love this book of titles. It works out really well. It gives you lots of different options. So this is going up on the 20th, so I am not doing a Craft IQ challenge this month. I wanted to, but I had too much other stuff going on, and I didn't do scrapping for like 2 weeks, so I got a little behind. So there was a good week long of on my channel where nothing went up. So sorry about that. But yeah, I did get a lot of scrapping done this month too, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm coming in here now with some scattering of these drills, and I'm going in with, right now, the yellow. I can't remember if I do another color or not, but I like the way that these little drills just do some scattering around the outside edge and just finish it off really nicely. And yes, here I come in with a purplish color too. So getting them all adhered down. Um, I've been watching the playlist on the 30 Days of Sketches playlist, and oh my word, there are so many videos. I have not gotten through them all. Some of them I have had on while I do other scrapping, and so I don't actually watch the whole video, but I listen to them and glance up at them, and there's just some really pretty um, layouts out there. And then the Facebook group, there's a ton of inspiration on it too, so make sure you check it out as well. Okay, there we go. And this layout is done. I hope you like it. It was a real fun one to do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Bye.